No, fuck. No. Now we gotta stop. Do it over.
I like it because he's not kidding. He's like, don't do that.
I fucking hate that shit.
I mean, generally, you're not a man of
I had to
taste.
watch all of it.
Oh,
Am
yeah.
I gonna say to this clerk at Smith's?
Oh, yeah.
I just want these in like that.
Yeah, I gotta sneak. I should have worn my Celine Dion shirt.
Oh, that's
I got Celine Dion shirt. Bro Spoke Podcast.
Welcome to the Broken Spoke Podcast, y'all.
Yow.
Broken Spoken.
Okay, you can do it.
Bro Spoke.
You can do it.
Welcome to the Broken Spoken Podcast. He gets to horn. I completely phased that out of existence, so I wouldn't do it, man.
How is everybody doing tonight?
I'm doing great.
Yeah,
I feel
Mitch,
great.
I've had
How are you
pizza.
doing?
you had an adventurous week last week.
I've had a shitty week.
Well, it could have been worse.
It could have been worse.
But you were in a car wreck. Tell me everything about it right now.
Okay, I'm gonna say everything. So I was just driving
Naturally.
naturally. You know what I mean? The defensive driver that I am. And just trying to take my daughter to school. And I see this lady pull out, trying to make a left turn.
Yeah, and I'm sure you had your mirror game. Like, you were...
Yeah, I'm very
You knew.
observant.
Hands on 10 and 2.
It's
Yeah.
8 and 4 now. Airbags.
Whatever.
I listen to fucking Sting, you know.
Yeah.
What-
No, I get it.
On the way to
Was it
school.
Sting or the police?
It was the Sting.
Oh, okay. Was Sheryl Crow?
But yeah, she just pulled out and T-boned me. Totaled my car.
But you saw it coming, right? And you tried to fucking say with the horn,
Get the fuck out of my
Fucking
face.
don't run into me.
Yeah.
Fucking please.
Please don't hit my fucking car.
And I even like swerved into the suicide lane and everything. And she still nailed me. And
How did you have room to like try to make an escape?
no,
she
it
pursued.
was too late. She had been going at least 100.
At least 100 miles an hour. But
Because
luckily,
you were going like 25 rural, right?
The speed limit, that's for sure.
yeah, for sure. For sure, you were
sure.
going the speed
Draper
limit.
Police, I was going.
And for those of you that don't know, Draper is in Utah.
It's home of the Draper Raper.
Draper, is that a real thing?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It will be.
And I heard that we're trying to pass our state symbol not being a beehive anymore. It's actually going to be a construction cone.
Seriously?
No, but they should.
Why?
Too much
want-
construction? Jesus.
I didn't think about it.
I didn't expect to defend the joke.
I wasn't sure if it was a joke.
just,
I thought it was a meth pipe for a while.
did they,
Well, that's something I can get behind.
Now I know.
So now you get to go on car shopping. Is that
It's
exciting?
fun but stressful.
Well, yeah, because who has fucking money to buy a new car?
Jake does.
Yeah,
Word.
fucking Jake.
I just choose not to.
Right?
Cobalt's
Cobalt.
tried and true.
Yeah.
Fucking right. I always get sad though, because like I've tried hubcaps twice. Like they just go. Like one day you have hubcaps and one day you don't have hubcaps.
They just don't stay on your wheels.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm bumping into
Maybe you
shit
should get
or
new
what.
wheels.
I remember one day I watched it. I mean, I bought them for like $20.
Oh, there
I
you
was
go.
being pretty cheap.
What are you bitching about? Fucking hubcaps.
Yeah. I spend more than that at fucking Taco Bell. Was it $20 a piece?
Yeah.
Oh, well, fuck. Yeah, so somebody gave you some fucking oh, the hubcaps were $20.
Were they spinner hubcaps?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
thought
saying you
about
bought wheels for
They were
$20.
$30.
That's funny. That's cool.
But yeah. New
That
car.
sucks. Yeah.
I only rode in that fucking Jeep once. I sat in it twice.
I only rode it in
One
that.
too many.
I don't know if I've ever caught any fish when I was in your Jeep. Not that I kept. That's for sure.
You're not the greatest fisherman.
Well, if we're counting the people in this room, yes, I fucking am. I am the best fisherman.
I know a guy. I'm just gonna circle back around next Halloween and get some lessons.
Oh yeah, Grandpa.
Yeah. Grandpa's got some things to teach.
Well, he's got some things to teach on how to walk around a pond and creep me the fuck out while I'm trying to fish. He could scare the fish away. That's why we weren't catching anything.
Weird.
We had bites until that guy fucking showed up.
My power bait just kept disappearing. I don't know if that's normal.
You gotta take your slack out of your line. They're hitting it and fucking taking it.
Hitting it and quitting it.
Yeah.
Are you guys watching any good shits? I always like good media conversation.
I am.
Yeah.
I just binged watched last weekend with my wife. We watched this show called Taboo on Hulu. I think that it's a BBC show.
How has nobody made that yet? That name. Has nobody dubbed that
They probably have.
title?
They probably have.
Isn't that weird though? Because it's just like you're like, oh yeah, taboo.
Yeah.
It's like taboo.
I thought it was going to be like completely different based on the title. I'm like, it's going to be about a bunch of shit that's taboo. Like
Witch doctors.
Yeah. Well, it kind of gets into that, or at least kind of gets around it, and a little bit of incest for your palate.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Go on.
And go on. But Tom Hardy is the lead. Is the lead in this, and it's about a guy who presumed dead because he's the sole survivor of this ship that went down.
I
And
still want to be that person.
the sole survivor?
No, the presumptor that makes the call.
Presumptor.
It's just, no, that motherfucker's gone.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's gone.
Like, how long do you look? Look. Bitch. I don't look for shit.
There's software for that?
Yeah, no, it's back in fucking the day. It's like 1800s or whatever when this show takes place. And it's fucking dope. It really is. I don't want to give too much away. And it's one of those shows that if you say anything about it, it kind of gives it away. But he comes back to inherit his family shipping enterprise or whatever you want to call it. And he ends up getting a lot of shit from the East Indian Trading Company and the Crown. And it's just really fucking cool. And it's Tom Hardy, one of the best fucking actors of our generation, being Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
You know? And it's cool because
he's like way more masculine than I am.
He's way more masculine than I am.
Frustrates me.
And I'm fucking extremely masculine.
In case you haven't noticed.
But no, he's the bomb. Speaking of Tom Hardy,
Yeah.
have either one of you guys seen Bronson?
No.
It may be floating around one of those Hulus or Netflix things, but it's the first movie I ever saw Tom Hardy in, and it is without a doubt, in my opinion, his best work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is about Britain's most famous inmate, and it's just about this.
Tom
it's
Hardy.
a true story about Britain's fucking. I wish Christine was here. She knows the guy's real name, something Peterson, and he took on the name Bronson as like when he was like a Street Fighter type guy because it was a tough name.
Yeah.
You know, and this guy is just fucking batshit fucking crazy and loves beating up cops and loves beating up guards, and it's just like it's fantastic.
Damn.
It's really
Sounds like a
really
Tom
well
hard
done.
on.
Right? Right. But no, that's one worth watching. But another show that I just started on Netflix, it's called Mindhunter.
Ooh.
Where they don't do what you think. They don't hunt minds. What they do, it's like the
They
FBI.
fuck deer.
They fuck deer. No, it's the FBI when their serial killer unit was in its infancy. You know, when they're first starting to realize that serial killers are different than thrill killers or whatever you want to call it. They're not crimes of passion. They're not just fucking weirdos. There's actually a group of people that this kind of behavior is associated with, and it's really fucking
break
cool.
that shit down for me because that piques my interest. Like because that's early on. I'm guessing you kind of get like this type of person could grow up to kill people.
Yes, they get into that.
So what is that? Like, what are they doing? What are those filters?
I don't fucking work for the FBI. I don't fucking know. I'm just watching the show. I don't retain all that shit. But they're looking for deviant behavior,
Okay.
you know, which is a lot of like cruelty to animals, you know, really sociopathic behavior, stuff like that. No remorse.
I saw Mitch eat a grasshopper on lunch.
Yeah, he ate it off my chest. I was there. But no,
I have a lot of knives.
I like trying them on. Get in front of the mirror. Try your knife on. But it's a really good show. It's really cool too because it starts like like I said, I don't know if it's based on a true story or not because either way, it doesn't matter because it's extremely entertaining. It's because the way that these guys are learning about serial killers and their behavior and how to profile these people is by interviewing serial killers. And so, like, they're doing real serial killers, and the casting on it's phenomenal. Like, my wife and I will sit down, and when a new serial killer is getting interviewed, we'll Google it, and then find his image, and we're like, holy fuck, all the guys look exactly like him, and mannerisms are really well done.
Is it a lot of dudes?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I think, like, statistically, isn't it, like, 99% of serial killers are guys?
Something. That's...
Yeah. I mean, maybe even more. That's possible. But it's a really good show.
It's crazy.
It's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
does it hit some like strong beats too, like Making a Murderer did? Because that show, like just the delivery. Because sometimes those shows can like they loop too much to where they're too redundant. With that documentary style.
Well, and this is more of a episodic. Whatever you call it, crime drama type of thing. So, but so it has things in it. I get really selfish, and with the kind of fucking entertainment that we have now, you don't have to sit through shit you don't like. And I've had to make myself sit through a couple things. Yeah. Because I don't give a fuck about these guys. I just want to watch it so they are interviewing the serial killers and learning how to freaking profile them and shit like that. That's what I'm interested in. But then they're talking about like, oh, his girlfriend is being a fucking whore and, this kind of shit. And I don't care. I don't care about that. You know what I mean? This guy works for the FBI. He should be slinging puss everywhere he's fucking going.
Is Steven Seagal on that show?
I don't know why he isn't. But no.
Because I was thinking about that. He's been doing psychology for like 53 years.
Well, he is, if you don't mind me saying, the king of improv. But that's what I've been up to on the whole watching shit front.
What about you, Jake? What have you been watching?
Latest was pretty cool. I fell asleep a little bit. It was last night. And I don't know. I don't know how to approach this because I want you guys to really know it. You ever seen the cartoon Recess?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, there was a movie that I don't remember the name of. And apparently there is another movie called, like, Welcome to Fifth Grade or something like that.
Sounds fucking fascinating.
Awesome, because Randall...
You go to fucking serial killers to fucking recess.
Yeah. I guess technically they're both on TV.
Dude, I was saying that as a little bit of a goof, but, like, legitimately the cartoon's kind of fucking funny. Because, like, the stereotypes that are in there, like Miss Finster, the wicked badass teacher that's just, they're like, oh, we're finally out of 4th grade, on to 5th grade, and she's like, nope, substitute's gone, I'm in! And, like, and then they do, cafeteria paste food. It's just, I love it. It's, like, totally blown out, like, kiddie stuff, but I like going that way.
Kiddie stuff.
Kiddie stuff. And I don't want to report too much on this yet, but I have watched the first part of Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark twice.
Oh my god!
The guy can't stay awake during one of my favorite fucking movies of all time.
Dude, it's the end of the day. Like,
no,
I'm just
I guess
checked out. But I've watched the first part twice, and I love my favorite is when they trip the spike trap. I think it's the light, so he's avoiding the light, and he's like, stay out of the light, and then he goes around the light, and then he fucks with it, and then the spike trap comes out, and the face slowly turns toward him, and the other guy that's with him is like biting his hand. That face that he makes.
He scared the shit out of him.
It's just, dude, it's so exaggerated. So
yeah, you should probably finish the whole fucking movie.
Yeah. Dude, it's like 2.5 hours long, too.
And what's... And
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no shit. I mean,
I wish it would have gone on forever. So
I like movies that go on for longer.
That's Alfred Molina is the guy that does that scene.
Okay.
And he was Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
And he was in Maverick.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You guys ever seen that?
I haven't seen Maverick.
Maverick's the shit.
I mean, yeah, Maverick's the shit, dude.
You haven't seen Maverick? It's not a classic.
It's just good show.
But you don't like Mel Gibson.
Because every time I play Uno,
You know.
I always do the Maverick.
No look.
The no look and throw it out.
That's awesome. Do you think Mexican people say one when they play Uno?
That sounds kind of racist, Corey.
That's just a fucking question, really.
But they probably say Uno.
Yeah, what is Spanish Uno?
That's weird.
Just Uno?
Yeah, what is Uno in Spanish?
One.
Hawaii.
Why?
Hawaii cheat. That's cool. What about you, Mitch? Have you seen anything awesome? Or you been busy fucking trying to fucking figure out how
I've
to
been
get
a little
to work?
busy this fucking week, but finally finished fucking second season of Stranger Things.
Hell yeah.
You listening to some dope shit on your way to work, like every day? Just keeping the routine now that you've
music?
experienced some trauma.
Yeah. How about what you watched? So you finished Stranger Things?
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I don't really have much time to watch anything.
Yeah. But that's a dope ass show, right?
It was amazing. It's
It wrecked you, didn't it?
Yeah, that was a very emotional season.
Yeah. It's good. It's a fucking
It's
good
a
show.
good storyline.
Did anybody see the reference I was talking about X-Men?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Because I was like, am I just making that shit up? Because I know that they purposely, like on season 1, the whole, when she was fighting the Demogorgon in the classroom and has him up against the blackboard and shit, that's straight out of an X-Men comic.
Yeah.
I mean, visually, that is like the Phoenix is kicking the shit out of somebody. I don't know. But that's a really fucking well done show.
Stranger Things, like, I don't know, we already talked a bunch about it, so I tried not to really, I don't know,
It's fucking...
contribute, but it's like, it's just so good. Like, the production quality is
Did you
just so
finish it?
seamless, yeah. So I'm all the way through now.
Yeah.
And that show was just, I think that I'm going off of what you said of, like, you need to watch it again just to get, like, the full value.
I was
because-
overcritical. I've started rewatching it, and I'm like, I'm fucking full of shit.
Yeah,
I was doing
because-
other stuff. It's fucking fantastic. I was fucking way off base by saying it doesn't.
Well, and it's hard when there's, like... Kids have such an obvious emotional portrayal in shows, I feel like. Like, they're either, you know, like... Mike, he's kind of shut down, but he's my favorite part because of, like, the absence of Mike throughout however many episodes. You know, for the most part, he's not frontlining. At the end, when him and Eleven have that meeting and they see each other, oh my god, man, that like tore me in two because of the way that they, you know, handled Mike for that run.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite parts, was just that uniting right there. And it was kind of funny, too, because Jane was like, fuck that new girl. And just, like, walked right past her and went straight to the room and straight to what was important. And for a second, you're like, rude. But then she just pulls around and just makes you feel good about it because she missed Mike, man.
Yeah. No, that was like when they first saw each other in the house.
Yep.
That was fucking...
It broke me.
Did it?
Fuck.
That's good though, because it's supposed to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a fucking.
And not only that, but like my favorite thing about Strangers is the fucking music. Holy shit.
Every time that intro plays, it's just, and it's like similar to Tron to me, to where they don't fill it with a lot of tones. It's just really drawn out. These really powerful, resonating. It's cool, man. I love it.
I loved all the music in it.
That's one of them TV shows you get excited. Like, I watch the intro every time I turn it on.
Rather than
so I'm
skipping it, like,
yeah.
I don't fucking listen.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I got this video I really want to show you guys.
Okay, let's...
I actually got a couple of them.
Let's
see it.
I this one I was looking up, and I can't remember what the fuck. I'm kind of embarrassed because I don't remember the reason I came across this fucking video, but it's this fucking super rednecky fucking bitch talking about having a threesome.
Oh, I like
and let's see if I got the right speakers here, and hopefully we can hear.
It don't matter what we've been through. You gotta have a threesome with somebody who's gonna take it to the grave. Because believe me, you're gonna want to come back, and that's probably one or two people in your whole life. Actually, if you have
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna stop.
Okay,
this for a second.
she's going through a lot real quick.
Yeah,
Right
well,
there.
she's fucking gacked out of her mind. She's fucking methed the fuck out. But first of all, why does this bitch know so much about threesomes and shit? Where did she find 2 other people that want to fucking put her in the bed?
Anywhere, dude.
Really? Oh, what am I talking about? I've been married for too long.
People just dude, they fuck animals now. They don't care. This is just
What is that supposed to mean?
moist places.
It's not good.
People don't give a shit.
All right, let's finish. Let's see what else was.
They made a movie, American Pie. They fuck the pie.
Yeah, fuck the pie.
have a threesome with somebody, you're going to be looking for that person again because that's probably the only person you're going to have a threesome with.
Who's the? There's 2 people.
It don't matter what.
Anyway. I was immediately going into Bigfoot hunt tips. That's dead serious, that guy, too.
So this lady.
What was her fucking message?
I'm trying to figure it out because she
We've
said
been
go
through-
after a
You gotta
person.
have a threesome with somebody who's gonna take you to the grave. Because believe me, you're gonna want to come back, and that's probably 1 or 2 people in your whole life. Actually, if you have a threesome with somebody, you're gonna be looking for that person again because that's probably the only person you're gonna have a threesome with.
Okay, so
I need a fucking translator.
I
It's hard to hear her with the absence of teeth.
don't. Or a
there's
voice box.
There's another video of her, just real quick. I'm not going to show it, but there's another video of her, and she's, like, making out with this crackhead-looking dude, and then she just, like, starts doing selfie shit, and she's sucking on her tits. I didn't know they let people do that shit on YouTube.
I don't think they do until people. But where's that video?
No, dude, it's
I mean, yeah,
fucking
who
gross.
is curious?
Now who cares? No.
But no, it's funny because she's like, you really need to find a person to take to the grave with you that loves you. But it's a threesome.
I think what she's saying is if you find somebody
That'll
have a threesome with you, you need to take them to the grave because that's the only person you're going to be able to ever have a threesome.
But then there's that one sad crackhead that's like, hey man, those 2 run off together and I'm just the fuck toy?
Yeah. I don't think that's what he's thinking. Well, I don't know. I don't know what kind of dick
He's
this
thinking
broad's
it only
pulling.
cost me an 8 ball to get all. I don't know. I
that's
can't make
expensive.
that joke. I don't know I don't know the math.
Have you guys seen the preview for this movie coming out with James Franco?
No.
It's called The Disaster Artist.
Oh yeah.
And do you know what it's based off of?
What?
Oh, so no?
I mean, I'm pulling the memory to surface as you're talking.
This is based off a real fucking movie and a real guy who is like some 60-some-year-old fucking Austrian dude or whatever that wanted to make it big in Hollywood. And I'm not sure all the details because I never watched The Room, but they made this movie called The Room. And now it's getting like a cult following because it's a fucking dog shit movie. It's like the worst movie ever fucking made. But it's pretty funny to watch the fucking trailer because there's a real legit trailer, and I believe it had a theatrical.
Well, because I know they got the whole squad. They got like Franco, Rogan,
and little baby Franco.
So yeah, they got like the squad. So just for that reason,
Oh, I'll
I'm
watch
interested.
it.
Yeah,
I'll
just
watch
for
The
that.
Disaster Artist for sure because it looks fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But part of me is like, are they making fun of this fucking dude? Because he seems kind of like he's off his nut a bit, you know? Like he's not quite fucking right. He's touched.
Yeah.
and it's just kind of sad. But then I saw this interview where James Franco's like chilling with this dude, you know? And so he's cool with it. So why would I fucking care, right?
Right.
But it seems like they're almost making fun of a retarded person. You know, but he's not retarded. I'm not saying that this guy's retarded, but
I mean, if anybody's gonna make fun of retarded people, I would just as well be Franco and Rogan.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah, not me. But Rogan could probably make it funny because to me his jokes are half retarded, and that's why I like him.
Well, fucking yeah. Seth Rogen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's those guys are fucking funny. They're talented. I want to show you guys.
So we queuing up another one?
I want to show you the room now that because you guys haven't seen the trailer. So it's 2 minutes. This preview has been approved for mature audiences only. It's not very mature. Can you even see this shit?
This guy?
It's not Franco.
No, this is the real movie.
Oh,
Isn't he the lead singer of Aerosmith?
Is that Steven Tyler? No.
Johnny's okay.
Johnny, are you
From somebody else.
See, they cut out a lot of the dialogue of the trailer that I saw. And that's a good thing, because this looks like it could almost be watchable. You think he fucked that chick? I hope they do your "this is tearing me apart" thing. This is dog shit. This isn't the one I
I'm
fucking...
just waiting to get rickrolled right now.
Oh, so is this... The Room came out in 2003.
Yeah.
Is he just watching them fuck?
So is that like the young lover? What's going on? He got dethroned by the,
No, it's
by the
fucking...
young bull?
This is dog shit. This makes, like, soap operas look like fucking Scorsese. You know what I mean? This is fucking god-awful. And they cut out all the dialogue, so they actually did a really good job with this trailer. Whoever cut this trailer did a pretty fucking good job. Because...
They made the movie better.
Yeah, it made it fucking way better. Like, the trailer that I watched is fucking unbearable. It's a lot of this kind of shit. You know what I mean? It's a lot of this kind of shit. But the main reason I wanted you to...
Give me.
Forgive me. The Room.
now I'm depressed.
Well, this will make it a little bit better.
Love
because
you,
that,
Lisa.
that Tommy Wiseau guy,
Okay, who here
Oh,
can
fuck.
really reveal themselves?
this is the disaster artist. Have you seen the previews for this?
I'll go. I think.
Because he does a really fucking good job of this guy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but this is... Somebody did this.
What a story, Mark.
They-
Still eat, huh? What's bothering you, Mark? You got a girl, Mark. I'm so happy I have you as my best friend, and I love Lisa so much.
And I love Lisa so much.
But no, you guys gotta watch that when you have time.
Dude, that's awesome.
But it's fucking...
Where do you go, Mark?
No, it's... And it would make more sense if you saw the other stuff, because like there's a best of The Room.
Yeah.
And it has like these fucking scenes that he's in, and holy shit. Like he'll walk into this flower shop, and he walks right up to the fucking counter. Like from the door to the fucking counter, and the attendant or whatever, cashier lady or owner of the shop is like, "Oh, hey, I didn't know it was you." And he's like, fucking took his sunglasses off, so now she fucking recognizes him. And he's like, like a dozen red roses, and she hands him the roses. How much is it? And as she's saying $18, he's already setting the money down. You know, like, keep the change, thank you. And then like right before he like leaves the door, she's like, "You're my favorite customer." You know, like it's so fucking horrible. It is, but it's funny at the same time. It's like somebody actually invested in this a little bit.
You're my favorite customer.
Then I believe this dude, that guy that plays the lead in it, invested like millions of dollars of his own money.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. But I want to watch the Disaster Artist.
I wish I could do that. Invest millions of dollars of my own money.
Fuck, I wouldn't make a movie.
Anything?
I wouldn't make a movie, man. I'd make a kick-ass weekend. Yeah. So, I had an idea for you. Mitch, have you ever read any comic books?
No.
You haven't? Well, I have one that I want you to read.
Fuck.
What? It's fucking reading is hard. It's reading with pictures. But it's one that I think that you would like, and I did it while I was putting this room together. Because if you look over there, that's the original.
No, Mitch. There's pictures, so you can like
There's
get to.
pictures.
That is a page, like the original art from a comic book called Little Depressed Boy. Okay. And it's a really cool story of this dude who's like in Texas or whatever, and he's don't have any friends and shit, so he like fucking falls into like music and like just chilling out with it and shit. Well, I'm not gonna tell you everything about it because I want you to read the fucking book. But Cena Grace fucking did all that art. I love that guy.
Basically, if they added chronic masturbation scenes to this comic book,
Yeah.
it's like, did you just follow Mitch around?
Yeah.
Chronic?
Why didn't you just call this the Morgan Diaries? Yeah. Violently masturbating in the corner.
So I was playing Overwatch.
Yeah.
And I like that game a lot. And it makes me wish that you guys play more video games so that we could have Overwatch parties.
I started playing a video game.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't play video games very often, but I started this game called BioShock.
Dude, BioShock is really good.
It's fucking good, but I have this thing when I play like games that like BioShock.
Tell me if that guy's name is Andrew Reynolds, and that's where I got that, because it's either that or a skater.
Who is?
Remember, I always say Ryan Reynolds wrong. When we were talking about Deadpool on our other episode, I said Andrew Reynolds, and I don't remember if it's from BioShock or he's a skater. It's one of the two. It's the guy that talks to you like all the time. I think something.
Oh, the guy in the...
Yeah, would you kindly suck my wiener and find the little girls?
Yeah, no, I have no fucking idea. I don't pay that much attention. But, that's a cool game. It's hard. I watched you on Overwatch, though. You sent me a link to be able to watch you play.
Oh, yeah, on Twitch.
That's fucking intense, man.
Yeah, luckily nobody was watching the stream when I gave out my credit card information because I wanted to throw money at Blizzard because I'm like, ooh, shiny loot boxes. Let me do some gambling, see if I get some good loot.
I don't get that. What do you mean? What does
well,
that mean?
I'm sharing my screen with the world, and so I'm showing them my transaction as it's happening, and my fucking information's on the screen as it's happening.
So while you're playing this game, you can like spend money and buy upgrades or some shit?
So Overwatch is like just the game is the game, and then what you get out of loot boxes doesn't change anything with that. It's just like voice lines and poses and different costumes and stuff for your character.
All meaningless shit.
So I spent $5, got 5 loot boxes, and then I open it and I didn't get shit.
Well, yeah.
So, but I got a little bit of currency, so I was able to get a cool outfit for one of my dudes. But
and does that help you in the game at all?
No, it's just a way to, like I said, I like throwing money at Blizzard because I spent $40 on that game, and so for that, I've spent enough time with it that I'm just like, I want my dude to look cool.
Is that a PC game?
It's everything. PC, console.
Yeah.
Just, current gen stuff. Not Switch, but no, I don't know, man. That game's just, it makes me wish that you guys play games more.
I wish I played games more. But even playing this BioShock game, it's kind of spooky. You know what I mean? And it stresses me the fuck out.
A haunting game.
So I'm sitting there and I'm playing the game, and then I'll be playing probably 20 minutes max, and then I'm like, I can't do it anymore. It makes me.
Is that
so
where like
fucking
you
anxious.
go like through a map and try to get out of fucking rooms and shit?
Get what?
Get out of rooms.
I mean,
No.
to a degree.
But it's fuck. What is it? No, I say don't tap the table. That's all I say. But anyways, no, it's a fucking game where all I've done so far is you get in a plane wreck, and then you gotta fucking make your way into this building, and then it shoots you down like into this underwater fucking world. And then you gotta... So yeah, I guess it is what you fucking just said.
So the premise of it is like, that's super... like that's why BioShock is so rad, is because it's this liberation of the people. This guy went underwater and said, fuck it, we'll build our own city.
And he calls the city Rapture.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a cool fucking name.
Dude, the BioShock Infinite, which is... There's BioShock 1, 2, and then Infinite. Infinite just... melted my brain playing that shit. Like, it gets so
intense,
abstract philosophy that like it just makes your eyes cross at the end of it. But it was badass the whole time. Yeah. It's uber violent and stuff. But I love BioShock, the first one, because it's like the what do they call them? Just the bad people. They're fiending for Adam. And it's just like a drug thing, but this Adam gives you powers, but these people like twack out on it.
Is that the same shit that I'm using to get like my fucking the electro bolts and shit like that? And so will it make me into one of those motherfuckers?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't remember. I haven't played for a while.
Oh,
but I just remember they're so scary. Like those
because they pop out of fucking nowhere. They're all wearing masks and shit, and it's like fucking like, and not like
it's like they popped out of a Kubrick film.
They're wearing like fucking bunny masks and like weird fucking masquerade masks. It's fucking weird as shit.
Got a cool dark theme to it, because it's like somebody went and made their own city, but
and the little sisters scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah,
like they're scary because you know Big Daddy's around somewhere. So I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck. There's these dudes that like have these big old timey scuba gear type deal, and they have these drills for arms.
They're
These
huge.
Yeah, they're fucking like a couple different sizes times bigger than people.
I love the hand animations. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, when you're doing your
Yeah.
powers, it fucking, yeah.
Well, hey, I need to take a break really quick. So, break times.
Vape break.
Vape break.
I can just start wherever.
Yeah. We're
There you
here. Okay, we're back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do the horns if you want. But this is the only episode where we do horns. Ah,
That one?
fuck. No.
Okay, so, you said something kind of fucked up to me while we were gone.
Who did?
You.
What'd I say?
You went against a knight.
What
You
night?
said, I don't like Sir Patrick Stewart's main thing.
Oh, fuck that. I like Sir
main
Patrick
thing.
Stewart. I just don't like Star Trek.
But that's a offense against him because he is Star Trek.
No, Gene Roddenberry wrote fucking Star Trek.
Next
Patrick
Generation.
Stewart is just a fucking badass actor.
It's pretty awesome.
He's fucking hilarious.
I don't take him as tall.
Okay. What do you mean?
I feel like he'd be my height.
Didn't you meet him?
He's sitting down, and he didn't
Was he in a
move.
wheelchair?
Yeah, he was in a wheelchair.
Was I really there?
Did he stop time?
No, he sped it the fuck up.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big fucking Star Trek fan. I
So-
just don't like the feel of the show. It's nothing against anything else. It's just the general feel. Because I remember watching it with my dad, the original one back in the day. Shit, I even saw some of those fucking god-awful movies my dad took me to in the theater. I think at least one of them.
There's a bunch of them, right?
Yeah, they were fucking dog shit. But I tried to get back into it, you know, and just can't fucking do it.
I have never seen it.
No shit.
What?
I've never seen Star Trek.
Either one, like any of them.
Any of it.
Like even new movies.
The new ones, I have never seen the whole.
Oh, well, fucking, like, I'll pump the brakes
Are
there.
you
'cause
being
I
particular?
I forgot about the new movies.
Those are good.
Those are fucking cool.
Those are awesome.
You've never seen any of the new movies?
I've never seen any Star
Oh,
Trek.
dude, yeah, those are fucking
The man
great.
with my favorite name plays in the second one.
Don't tell me. Oh, he's only in the second one?
I think. Yeah, yeah.
It's not Zachary Quinto, is it?
No, it's...
Because that's one of my favorite names. Like, I like saying Zachary Quinto.
I like saying Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a fucking rad name.
Bamberdink Bandersnatch. Yeah.
Because he's Khan.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that one was okay. The first one was fucking rad, and I haven't seen the last one. Fuck. Yeah, or did I?
Is there 3 now?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't either. I
I
missed
think
that.
I did, but I don't fucking know. Yeah, I did. I saw it. It was cool.
So my first exposure to... I know Star Trek, my brain defaults to the Next Generation.
Yeah, fair enough.
So... And it was just like as my mom was getting ready for work, sometimes her TV would just be like on a channel playing whatever was there. And so I listened to, like I saw a little bit of it there, but I didn't really care. I think I was more like, what am I going to do tonight? Mom's about to go to work. I'm going to play this game. I don't know. I was just around to be around, you know?
Yeah.
So I didn't really absorb any of it. But then as I got married to Carissa, she's way into it. She loves
really?
Star Trek. And so we would just kind of have it going. But it's weird because I love everything the show is, and I don't have a great time watching it, which is weird because, and I think it's continuity. I like continuity. Like sitcoms have to be a certain kind, and what I felt like Star Trek was like a sci-fi sitcom in that it just went from story to story to story to story to story to story, and I don't know, it was like, and that trips with me because they have a little bit of continuity with like little Crusher coming up, becoming smart,
Wesley.
and doing little Wheaton,
Quill.
but other than that, it's like it's a different story every time. So it always, I don't like that.
And see, for me, is that something about the way that it's shot. Is it reminds me of watching an episode of Roseanne, or you know what I mean? It like has the same kind of feel in the camera.
Damn.
But it, you know what I mean, and just it's something about it because it has everything that I should be a fan of that show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love space shit, and like it's a really cool idea where they're part of a federation that's going around and exploring fucking unknown space, and then they keep getting into fucking shenanigans with people and just some shit on their face, as Morty would say, some shit on her face like that.
I like
that
the Worf
from Star Trek.
It's kind of fun, like philosophically. You go to the perfect world, and there's all the attractive blondes everywhere, and there's the guys and the girls, and they're all fit and they jog and whatever. But if you like go on the wrong grass, because the grass is supposed to be nice, like if you break any of their perfect rules, then the world's not perfect, and they just kill you. Yeah,
they'll fucking murder you.
Yeah, that was it. It's like there's no trial.
I've always appreciated the fact that 90% of the aliens speak English. That's pretty fucking cool.
Super convenient.
I guess fucking that's handy.
Yeah.
Makes negotiation.
Do you know what I love the most about Fox, the Fox channel?
What?
Is it's fucking, what year is it? 2017?
Uh-huh.
They don't give a fuck. They're gonna throw MASH at you.
MASH?
All day.
Oh my god, that's another
they are
show
still
I
playing
can't
MASH.
fucking stand.
I haven't watched cable forever.
Fucking hate that show.
But they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, you're watching MASH today.
Get cable, bitch. You know, that's what Fox is saying. You don't have cable?
Fucking MASH.
You're going to watch what we want. You know, fuck you. We didn't even own the rights to MASH. You know, we borrowing this. And you're going to watch it.
Dude, MASH is one that people like say and they always go apeshit about. They're just like, oh my god, I love that show.
I don't think anybody loves that show. Nobody fucking loves that show. They just think that they're supposed to. Yeah, they think that they're supposed to. It's like, no, you don't.
But they haven't seen this episode.
Yeah, I did. This is the only one you've ever fucking played.
I miss like when I didn't have like anything at my fingertips, like Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, internet, all this stuff, because I'd go through, you know, whatever the antenna was picking up for my room, and it was channels like Fox and the CW and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you flip through and there's nothing, and then like my dumbass, and maybe y'all don't relate to the, you know, just wanting to watch all the pretty high schoolers when you're in high school. You're like, you know, okay. But like Laguna Beach, and I'm just like, I mean, fuck it, it's here.
Laguna Beach.
Oh, I guess that was
MTV.
That was cable.
Yeah,
that was upstairs.
Yeah, that was MTV.
Downstairs in my room. It was the Drew Carey Show.
Yeah, I loved the Drew Carey Show.
And
Mimi, fucking dude, how many times have you jerked off
to me? Them blue eyelids.
There's something about that clown-faced bitch that I'm just like, ooh, harder than a diamond in a snowstorm. Fucking do something about this. Excuse me.
She just carried herself well.
That's what it is. Well, when you take care of yourself like that.
Yeah.
Like I'm anybody to say I look more like fucking Mimi than I look like Drew Carey.
Dude, there were some. He was better fat. I like him better.
Isn't that fucking funny?
He's one of them people that I'm like, I liked you better fat.
And that's fucking funny because you think, like, I think that about a lot of people. Will Sasso.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I think he even did a skit on Mad TV about that because he would get that from fans all the time. He lost a lot of weight.
And then he started eating all the fucking...
Yeah, they did a skit. Yeah, where he just
remember?
runs into the fucking, like, pushing people over.
Fat again.
Comes out in a fat suit and he does his fucking fat guy shit. And it's like, oh, yeah.
Will Sasso's the king.
He is.
Love that
He's
guy.
so fucking good. I think that he's one of the most underrated physical comedians.
Yeah.
Like, I really think that he trumps, and this is going to be blasphemous a little bit, but I like him more than Chris Farley. Like, he is my favorite big comedic actor.
Like, he's alive?
Yes.
Is that a joke?
That is, yeah, I'm racist against dead people. It's because I know they can't come back. Well, that isn't true. Fucking Ghost Cops, that upcoming episode, we'll find out.
Yeah.
But... Are there any other things in, like, especially like geek culture or just like anything that everybody likes? Because like Star Trek, like I don't say that shit very often that I don't like Star Trek because I am supposed to. Like Star Wars is a huge thing, and space, and you know there are some Star Wars fans that just fucking hate Star Trek because it's not Star Wars. And
a lot of them are one or the other,
like
and I think it's
I think it's just stupid.
Well, I think it's delivery. They're totally different.
Oh, they're completely fucking
they're
different.
Just different.
One's a big fucking production, you know, the millions of dollars invested into it, and the other one's a fucking show.
Got that Disney money now.
Oh god, what's your deal? You've said that at with contempt a couple different times about Disney. What is your fucking deal with Disney?
They're one of 6 companies that control and own all of media, so they have a lot of money.
This is the first conversation that we have into you eventually saying, I hate Jews. They're one of 6 companies. No, they control all that fucking media because they've been pumping out awesome fucking content.
I didn't say anything. I just said they got that Disney money. That's not contempt. It's just like that shit is surprisingly everywhere. Like
Everything Disney does, I
dude,
love.
Game Grumps, my favorite YouTube channel. They were part of the Disney umbrella at one point when they were networked with certain people. Like
no shit.
Like half of YouTube is Disney. That's what I'm saying. Disney is fucking everywhere, and that's why I'm like, they got that Disney money because legitimately they are the one that you can actually hear about.
I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about any of that.
Well,
I
and
didn't
then
know
you look
Disney
at
was fucking that involved in even.
Well, when I was really
YouTube
into
shit.
video game journalism, Notch, he sold Minecraft for I think $2 billion, and it was $2 billion. And Star Wars sold for a pinch less. And I know that that's a much more complicated enterprise to like absorb and stuff, but that was something. Minecraft had a bigger like sell dollar like on the flat.
It's a multi-platform fucking phenomenon.
It's an industry.
Yeah, and it's limitless. They
like
can
when we
do
talk
whatever they
YouTube,
want.
some of the biggest people on YouTube just do Minecraft.
Yeah.
I don't even know what Minecraft is.
Shut up.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
It's digital
it's a game
Legos.
that 12-year-olds play.
It's digital Legos, man. You just fucking make stuff.
Okay.
I don't know many 12-year-olds.
I don't know any 12-year-olds that I would admit on
Admit?
this program.
They stopped hanging out with me.
Due to their parents' concerns.
No, so that's something to answer your question. I have never strongly related to Star Wars. I as an adult, like when we hit these certain things, it's weird that I grew into the habit of not just like slamming shit because that's fun. You know, it's really fun to just talk shit on stuff. But I became so neutral for so long that I'm just like, I get it. I get that that's for you and stuff. And I did that with Star Wars forever. And then I took time to, watch the movies a couple times. And then
do you actually watch Star Wars, or do you
fall fucking asleep?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen the beginning of Star Wars like fucking 3 times and then you think you've seen it?
No, I own the the Blu-ray collection that came out. It was like $120. So it's like I fucking earned the Blu-rays in my player because of that price tag. So, which is good. I like that you can afford the collections.
Well,
if you do it on like other niche stuff, it's so expensive.
That Blu-ray collection is fucking badass too. They have so much extra footage, like the behind the scenes and the interviews and shit like that. It's so fucking cool. And I would like to pretend that I can relate to when anybody says that they don't really relate to Star Wars or they don't really like it, and obviously it's one of the reasons because I'm such a huge fucking fan. Yeah. Is I don't believe them.
Yeah.
I think that somebody's trying to take a stance against something that is popular rather than just say like, oh, I can understand not being
I have
all
a really hard time
crazy about it, but
do you guys have a hard time like picking up that filter of just like what is someone a nonconformist or
which is
are they trying to be that? Which is conformity in turn. Like in
because my thing is especially like with A New Hope or the original Star Wars, that movie it has an Empire too. It's got everything. I count those two as almost one movie, but is you got a fucking farm boy hero who goes, fucking Star Wars. I don't know, summarize the movie.
That spiel.
It's nuts that somebody would be like, I can't relate to it. It's like,
what?
But also, I grew up on a fucking farm, and I wanted to get the fuck away, and Luke Skywalker was who I wanted to be.
Yeah.
I grew up in the middle of fucking...
Well, and in our lifetime, we saw Twilight make more money than I thought possible from vampires.
Oh, fuck.
And it's like, vampires have always been cool,
ever.
and then
Twilight.
That's
And then
what
Twilight.
got the eyes, man.
Yeah.
They sparkle. Mitch?
Did you ever watch Twilight, Mitch?
I've never seen it.
I know that they sparkle because Carissa told me. She's like the fucking vampires. Glitter in the sunlight. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, vampires are
they
feminine,
glitter
but
in the
why do you have
sunlight
to
because
glitter?
they're on
It's like,
fire, right? Because sunlight kills vampires? That's fucking Vampire 101.
Unless, Anne Rice, you're the ancient vampire. And then you have the tan, because you're like old school, like African original vampire. Yeah. And then you can go outside.
Anne Rice, she was the one with the bus, right?
Yeah.
What?
Is there something in that you don't like that everybody else likes, Mitch?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, really? Oh yeah, you kind of touched on that a
Yeah, I
little
talked
bit.
about it.
But yeah, what don't you like about it?
I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Do you want to know why I like it?
Yeah, let's hear
I
it.
thought about it because I just reread 5 of the books. I didn't make it. I didn't do all of them, but I reread 5 of them because I was working at a gas station. I had all the time in the world to go backwards and through my library, and so, anyways, I like that. So Star Wars is so huge. It had to fill the space of space. It had to fill in a galaxy, a universe of details and information that made sense and could exist. And it's a lot of it. You go into Star Wars. It's like if you go old school war battles and stuff. I feel like you could go that big. But just to have like a little hidden magic world, how do you pull that off without it being tacky?
Yeah.
I love that they did this wizard world self-contained in a school, and they told the story there because Rowling created a believable universe because she limited the scope of her book. If she made a wizard world, that's hard. That's like weird, and you get into like tell the story about one wizard, and that's easier than making a world.
Fucking A.
But with Hogwarts, and then book 4 they introduce or whatever, they have like 3 schools and stuff.
Yeah.
But even so, cool.
I
we're
love
only
that
in this
shit
one.
though. That's one of the things I love about Harry Potter is that yes, it's focused on Harry and his little fuck buddies and stuff, but in the background there is this entire world living within our world that is blind to us muggles.
And they did that part really well. The people who are affiliated with it respect the silence, or they're ashamed of it because it's like it's like I don't know what do you call that? It's not racist or whatever.
Yeah, kind of. Like his uncle was kind of a freaking racist against wizards and witches and shit.
Whatever that is, like against anti-magic and shit. And so it's one of the two. It's believable. It's contained. That's what I like, is that they could tell a story like Stranger Things. It's just, here's some kids and here's some shit happening to them.
Shit happens.
But at the same time, she built a believable universe that made sense. And so I don't know, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because of that. So that's why I like it. It's because it made sense, and
I didn't like it when it first came out.
I like magic. I'm a fantasy over science
I like
fiction
Hagrid.
guy,
He was
mostly.
cool.
Yeah.
He's my favorite character.
Is he really?
Oh, yeah. Especially after reading the books again, because at the end of the first book, he says, what was it? Oh, Harry gets a photo book of his parents, because Hagrid had gone to all of these different people and tried to get any pictures of James and Lily
This is in the
for
book?
Harry. Yeah. Well, it doesn't say all those details. It just says Hagrid gave him a photo book. But that's what the photo book is, and you attach like what he did. He went everywhere to find all these pictures for Harry so that he could have like something he doesn't have, which is something of his parents,
Yeah.
Like because I think it's the first book, he goes in front of that mirror. Because you've seen the movie, he goes in front of the mirror and it's either the first or second one. He sees his parents.
Yeah,
it's what you want the
it's
most.
what you want the most.
Think about that. He didn't have pictures. He didn't have all this stuff and whatever. And Hagrid made like a compilation for him because it's like, that's fucking Hagrid, man.
That's cool.
He's such a broski.
I've always liked his uncle. That got Gary Oldman played him, and he turned into a werewolf. Sirius Black, isn't that who it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like Gary Oldman. So
I don't know names,
He's
but I know
he's a
him.
great actor. I love Gary Oldman.
Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg.
Like in, Leon the Professional.
No, that's
Gary Oldman.
Leon the Professional,
Yeah.
the Hitman, or is that something else?
That movie, but he plays the bad guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's my favorite movie with Gary Oldman. Just so you know.
Yeah, I like Bram Stoker's Dracula. That one's pretty cool.
That's good.
He plays Dracula.
Well, hey, I want to hear though, because I think it's interesting since I'm like such a fan.
Yeah, what
Dig
don't you-
into this shit.
what
Tell me
don't
why
you
you don't
like
like
about
it. Even if it's
Harry?
simple.
It's just not my thing.
That's just that. Thank you for being so descriptive.
It's just
A lot
like
of witchcraft.
just
an
not
awful
wizards.
lot of witchcraft. Sinners.
That's just something I never got into.
So, can you read?
I can read.
Okay, so what do you like to? I wanted to start there. I mean, I don't want to insult you. So it's
Well,
like,
it sounded like
what
an
do you
insult.
like to
I'm
read?
offended.
Yeah.
Does that have pictures in it? Then I can read it.
Oh, I gotta do the. Oh, this is so. There's pictures. That was a good pitch earlier. And take that. No, like so. Like, what kind of books did you pick up?
There aren't pictures in Harry Potter books, right?
No.
Okay.
There is now
No.
because there's everything.
No.
Well,
No.
No.
I'm a huge Dan Brown fan.
Oh, fuck yeah. I like Dan Brown, too.
Fucking-
It's so weird that so many people hate that dude. No, not hate him. Hate him isn't the right word, but they kind of look down on his work.
Yeah, like Da Vinci Code, Angel
It's all for
Demons.
fucking entertainment.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, I don't care if you don't like the movies, but the books are fucking amazing.
I really like
All the series, like, all the books are fucking amazing.
I haven't read his newest one, but I've read
Origin,
all the rest.
I haven't read it either.
are there some more like popular ones that I would have heard about? I know,
Popular?
like
You never heard of Da Vinci
You never
Code?
heard of
That's
Da
what I
Vinci
heard.
Code?
Da
Yeah.
Vinci Code. That's what I said. Other ones like what?
They've made 3 movies off of his
Angel and
books.
Demons, Lost Symbol, Inferno.
So that's the big one. That's his like heaviest hitters. Or
Yeah,
those
he's got
ones?
2 other ones. That...
The Lost Symbol is probably my favorite one.
Really?
Yeah. So far. Inferno was really fucking good. The
Mm-hmm.
book was really good. I'm still pissed off about the ending of the movie because that was
Yeah.
my favorite part of the book. Is like,
Yeah.
that was fucking badass.
Yeah, I was pumped about the movie, but I didn't really like the movie.
Yeah. Well,
I felt like they went way too
honestly,
fast.
I don't really like
Which-
any of the movies. It's like I'll
Da
watch
Vinci
them.
Code was probably the best out of
Yeah.
out of them.
I like
But I
Tom
hope they
Hanks
make
in
Lost
it,
Symbol
too.
in the movie.
I don't think they're not going to. I don't think.
It'd be sweet though.
Yeah. I hope they make. I'll watch an Origin one. I haven't even read the book, but I'll.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, I just thought of a movie because I was just like Tom Hanks, and oh god, what's the name of it? It's where he's stuck in the
Big.
airport
Oh
Terminal?
fuck.
terminal.
Yeah, that's a good
Dude,
one.
I love that show. I love
was-
everything about that
yeah.
show. It's like this guy just gets fucking stuck in an airport, and everybody's like, I mean, he'll go away.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Tom Hanks. He's in a lot of good movies.
Yeah, but oh shit, I just totally blanked on what I was gonna say.
So is that it? Like for like if there's popular stuff that everybody likes besides like bands, because that's
Well, is there? I wanted to ask you guys: do you have something that you really like Uber, but it's kind of more Uber-like, the hyper-like, that you can't relate to fucking anybody about? That's in your nearby circle. Like it's a thing that people like because you see, it's popular, but it's like everybody that you know. So, like for example, I really, really like Clockwork Orange.
That's not
And
weird
everybody,
to like.
well,
a
that's
cult
what I'm
classic.
saying though. But everybody fucking in my family and the people that I interact with, they're like, nope.
I really like Indiana
Not at
Jones,
all.
and you won't
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
watch
no
it.
Shit. No shit. That should be a popular one that you don't
Hey,
like. Is Indiana
okay,
Jones?
I purposely fell asleep the second time because I started at like 10 o'clock, but because I want to know about the movie more, I watched the.
Dude, I used to stay up till like 2 a.m. and then barely put in Braveheart and watch the whole fucking movie.
Jesus, were you not
Yeah.
doing anything the next day? I hope.
I had to work,
I mean, I used
That's fucking nuts. 'Cause
but I
that's
did it
a
because I
long fucking
love that movie.
How many hours is that? Like
4
or
hours.
5?
I mean, I used to play MMOs until the sun came up, but.
I can understand that a bit more.
But no,
you're
I
involved.
think you're skipping past that. Out of the respect that I wanted to give you for that movie, even though I was going to sleep, and Carissa's like, I'm going to watch The Office for the 8th year straight. I was like, let me pick something, and I put Indiana Jones on so that I could catch it. Because it's like, I don't want to just watch this movie, I want to fucking absorb this movie. So it's like, I watched like 3/4 of it. It's just I was dozing off and I didn't do it well, and it was the wrong time for me to sit down and watch a movie. But because I had already seen the beginning, I'm like, I'm going to watch the beginning again, because then when I get to the next part, I really know the beginning part. And so those like first big scenes, like
Yeah.
I remember those really well. I'll bite 10 minutes of them, but still,
I'm gonna read that comic.
Yeah.
You're gonna watch Indiana Jones,
for sure.
and you're gonna watch Two Girls in a Cup.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I've never seen it, and I'm not gonna fucking see it. No.
Well,
You can pick something for me to do.
But no, do you guys have something like that though?
I love Portlandia.
That's popular though, isn't it?
Not really. People
Well,
like
that
that
wasn't
show's
the question.
stupid.
It's not. Is it popular? It's can you fucking relate to anybody around about it?
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's
No.
and that's
No
what I'm
one
saying about
gets it.
Clockwork Orange.
I try to like Portlandia. Because they're like
and it's just like The Office for me. Like everyone's like, "Have you seen The Office?" I'm like, "No, I haven't seen it." Like I've seen a couple episodes, but I never.
I'm not a huge fan of The Office. It's funny for sure. It's a funny thing because it has funny people in it, but it's not anything worth fucking my time. I mean,
that show's got some moments.
Definitely, all shows.
But
do.
if you just watch like a compilation,
I love Steve Carell. I love the dude.
Yeah,
I just never got into it.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't know. I think everything I like, almost everything I like, everybody likes. You know, I mean, it's...
What's it like to be popular?
It's normal for me. I don't know. I've mentioned it before. I really liked the Green Lantern movie.
That is kind of weird.
Yeah, right? It is kind of weird.
Because as a Green Lantern fan, I'm
people love shitting on that movie. And I'm like, it's entertaining. And that's really what I look... When I watched it, I was trying really hard to
look past
like
that shitty
movies.
CG green suit that kept distracting you because it just wasn't.
It didn't distract me because Green Lantern is fantastical. It's something that I know for a fact going into it. There's no reality in it.
Oh, but that's just bad CG.
But sure,
it's
better than I can do. But you know,
valid. Yeah, fucking valid.
But you know, I liked the Green Lantern movie. But like I said, that was really at a time where I was trying to embrace all the geek shit coming in because I had a feeling that it was going to peak and then fucking die because we were getting all these fucking movies.
We got
and like now we're so fucking spoiled, you know, and we talk about fucking episode 7's like a repeat of A New Hope, you know, and shit like that. I'm like, get the shut
you
the
have
fuck
a continuing
up.
Content
awesome
stream for
saga.
shit you love.
Yeah.
No, what's weird about it, and I say like Clockwork Orange, like.
Very well known.
It's a fucking weird movie.
Yeah.
And what killed me was that, and this happens all the time, and I don't even know why I do this. It's just like something I need to learn to turn off in my brain. But I watched it, and I'm like, and they're like, no, I don't like it. It's just creepy and weird. And I'm like, but do you not understand like the message? And then they say no, and then I explain the message, and then they still say. Yeah, no, I just I didn't see any of that, and I'm like, I just fucking told, like, I just summarized the message for you, and they're like,
I don't think
nope,
I've ever met anyone
nothing.
that didn't like A Clockwork Orange. I don't know, maybe
it is wild though, because that movie is like risque, hits some crazy. Oh,
it's fucking
beats,
nuts,
and it's themed in the eeriest way. I love that shit. It's just creepy. But...
Oh, here's one that I just popped into my head.
Yeah,
in Tenacious D. I fucking love Tenacious D.
When he's floating down the river.
I like the movie. I bet like Mitch will attest to this. I fucking jam on their music all the time.
They're so good.
Like and like a lot of people can't get into it, but I listen to them as
have you mastered inward singing?
He's got all the songs memorized. It's
I can
pretty
play
impressive.
several of them. Yeah,
I like Tenacious D too.
I really like Tenacious D.
But I think most people, it's like a comedy thing for them, and for me, I actually like them as a band. Like I will jam.
They got some cool fucking riffs.
Yeah,
there's a reason why he taught the School of Rock, dude.
Yeah, well, that's a good movie. Yeah, I'm a big Jack Black fan.
I like him a bunch.
Yeah,
like we've mentioned.
How about Goosebumps? Right?
Oh, shit.
That could have been better.
Yeah,
but I fucking love that. Nacho Libre.
That's good. What do you guys like? Do you pick up on movies like that pretty easily, like Nacho Libre and the one with the Napoleon Dynamite?
I don't like Napoleon Dynamite that much, but that guy that made those movies made Nacho Libre.
Yeah,
and he made another one, which is really fucking weird that I don't like Napoleon Dynamite, but I love Gentlemen Broncos.
I don't know that one.
Holy fuck, it's weird.
Yeah,
it is so good, but it's got Jermaine Clement in it. I think is his name from Flight of the Conchords, and he's actually, I'm sure he's in movies that I could fucking say that you might know him from, but he's so fucking funny in it. He's a fantasy author, and the kid in the movie goes to this camp where he's like the featured guest speaker, and you're supposed to submit these stories for a competition or something that's in this writing camp, and Jermaine's character steals this guy's story and fucking publishes it. But it's fucking just ridiculously weird. But I love it. The guy that's in Nacho Libre that plays Nacho's partner, You know,
Yeah.
his tag team part, Steven or Escalato or whatever. He's in that, and he's super fucking weird beard. It's a funny fucking.
Is he the same? Is he the one that's in Employee of the Month? The little tag that follows the head cashier around.
No, he's in Nacho Libre.
Okay.
No. He's in Napoleon Dynamite.
Okay, I'm mixing faces.
Yeah.
That's another funny movie, though. Play of the month.
Employee of the Month?
Yeah.
I didn't really like that one. I like Dax Shepard, but I'm not a big Dane Cook guy.
I just went down like the Dane Cook rabbit hole because I wanted to know. I'm like, what the fuck happened to this guy? And he just wasn't funny to everybody. Like, he had a great incoming, and then that was it. Like, he just
stopped.
He just couldn't. He didn't do shit that was good. Like, he couldn't be funny. Like, he made movies that weren't funny.
You mean as far as an actor?
Because Employee of the Month, like, well, across the board. Like, his reputation just went, disappeared. But
do you like his comedy, his stand-up?
He's in retrospect, he's kind of aggressive, but I love the like me and Crystal laughed a bunch about it. We always say, she'll be like, oh man, I'm cold. I should have got my sweater. So I'm always like, just get your fucking sweater. Get your fucking jacket.
He is in a movie that I do like a lot, though. Mr. Brooks.
That movie's rad.
You seen that, Mitch?
I have not seen that.
You should watch that movie.
That's
You'd like that.
That's a cool
movie.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah, it's Kevin Costner and Dane Cook's in it. Kevin Costner's a fucking serial killer, and Dane Cook watches him and wants to like act like he's like a voyeur or something. He's across the street in a different building.
Yeah,
and he's like watching him like through a lens, right? Like through a fucking camera lens. Yeah. And he's kind of a perv or something, and then he like fucking blackmails Kevin Costner's character into letting him be like an apprentice, and it's fucking nuts. Yeah. It's a cool.
It's in that Dexter category, like that
dark passenger territory. But no, I like Kevin Costner. Yeah.
Word, man. I'm
trying
to think of like exception movies because I feel like that's happened a couple times, but. I don't know. I feel to go way backwards. I was just thinking about Star Trek more. I'm like, that show just it's weird that I don't like it more than I do.
That's how I feel. I feel guilty about it.
Well, because it's so loaded. But I think the execution's just like it's kind of a boring show. Like while you're watching it, it's like it's just kind of boring.
I always blame writing on that.
Yeah,
it's because to me, like what's the first Captain James Tiberius Kirk? Who played that guy? He's super fucking famous. Will Shatner. Yeah, Will Shatner. He.
How did we forget his?
He wasn't horrible. You know what I mean? He wasn't horrible. He wasn't great, but he wasn't horrible.
He matched the time.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, that's about how good he was. He matched what was good at the time.
But like I've mentioned before, is there is a Star Trek show out that I like that has the same feel. But it's funny. Yeah. And it's the Orville.
I'm a couple episodes behind, but we watched up to like 6 or 7. We've been watching it.
Oh, fuck. I don't think I've even seen that many. I think I've only seen like 4.
Yeah. There's only one episode that was just dog shit because it was just loaded political. I'm like, this is fucking boring.
Which one was that?
It's where the boring... I don't know. It's I don't know the races or anything, but the monotone guy.
Oh yeah, they have the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the dumbest fucking episode because the whole thing was the same message and it didn't change and it was boring. It's not that like I think that's a fine message. It's like cool, you did this little flip flop on whatever it is.
No, you don't have to apologize for not liking.
Oh no, I'm not apologizing for that. I'm just saying like that genuinely didn't have anything to do with it. It's not that I've heard that conversation a trillion times on the internet by now. But that was it. That was a whole episode. It was just that fucking. Should these two dudes change the gender of their baby to conform to their cultural ways? And I'm just like, cool message. How did you fuck that? Like that's a crazy drama spike.
Well,
and
for me,
nothing there.
That should have been not an episode. That should have been something that was in an episode. Yeah. But what, like, you have a super.
Well, that's the weird
thing
is it just didn't stop.
You have a super advanced race that have fucking. I mean, all the races are advanced and have evolved and they're able to
unanimously. Nope, chicks suck.
Well, no, it's just like you guys have mastered fucking interstellar travel and you can do all this kind of shit and somebody's custom. You're gonna have a conversation about this on a fucking starship?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? That would be the real thing. It's like, no, you guys are floating through fucking space. Let's make sure we don't die today because we're in the vacuum of fucking space.
Have you seen any of it?
The Orville.
The Orville.
It's a Seth MacFarlane show.
No.
Okay, so
And he stars in it.
Is it a comedy?
Yeah.
yeah,
It's funnier.
it's like Star Trek but funny.
Yeah.
But Seth MacFarlane made it instead. That's what it. And he's the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
like A Million Ways to Die in the West.
yeah.
Yeah, it kind of. I mean, it's because it has Seth MacFarlane.
I think that was
that's what you
I
mean.
think that was a funny fucking movie.
That movie? Oh,
Yeah.
fucking great.
Yeah.
I have that upstairs.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
And so he gets in stuff and he adds his flair. Imagine Star Trek if Seth MacFarlane made
Was
it.
the captain.
And that's what the Orville
Yeah.
is. 100%. And it's very open about it.
And like his first mate or first officer or whatever
Is
is
his
his ex-wife.
And she fucked a
cheated on
blue
him with a fucking
alien.
blue guy. That's like the first scene of the fucking show. She's cheating on him with some fucking blue alien that splooges fucking blue juice all over her fucking face. It's fucking funny.
Dude, my favorite is there's the guy that's supposed to be like Data, so he's an android.
Yeah,
And so he's this other, like, you know, we're way better than all human or anything human-esque. We're the ultimate race, and I'm just here to observe you. And so he's just doing stuff, and
I love that he's like a super cheesy looking like 70s robot.
it's pretty bad. He looks like the little glowy, blue-eyed things you can
Yeah.
buy at Best Buy. But I'm gonna say like redheaded pilot. I don't know his name.
Yeah.
But he's funny as fuck.
Oh, God, he's funny.
He's the mouthy one that's like they get to pranking each other. And it's so great because he's trying to teach him what a prank is because he's just like, what the fuck's the point of that? Why do you do this? He's like, because it's fun. And he's like, okay, I think I get it. And so he's like, see, I pranked you. And how did he prank him?
It's something stupid. He like put something on his back or something.
Yeah, oh, it was, like a sign on the back.
Yeah,
and then
something.
he's like, okay, yeah. And he tells him, he's just like, you do something that they're not expecting, it's just whatever, and that's what a prank is. And so one of the scenes, he wakes up and his leg's gone.
The robot cut his fucking leg off.
And so you see him, and it's like, is it Scary Movie where there's that like gross tiny baby hand?
Yeah.
It's like, it's
Doing
that,
the
and you get to see that action on the foot coming back in, and they play off that. So
Is
it's
this on
just
Netflix?
It's on Hulu.
which you have now because I gave you both.
Yeah.
We need that again.
Just go on the thing.
It's on our chat.
Yeah, it's still there.
It's not moving. But no, that show's, I like it. I think it's good. And it's weird because I'm pretty sure I saw that, like, critically it wasn't, people just weren't humming about it. They were like, well, low numbers, and I don't know.
Yeah, well, people like other shit. I mean,
Well, it's crazy, though, because that, to me, it's just a banger. It's like, it's so good.
well, and I don't know about you, but me, I want Seth MacFarlane to succeed. I want him to keep making content because
Hell yeah.
he's one of my favorite dudes out there. He's so fucking funny.
Well, he does snark in a way that's, like, just
Oh, he's the best.
super
He's
hard.
I mean, he is Brian, right?
Yeah.
Can we? Yeah, he is fucking Brian Griffin for sure. And do you like any of his other stuff? Like American Dad?
See, I don't watch a ton of those shows.
Oh,
like,
really?
When it comes to, yeah, and that's something that, I mean, speaking of not relating to people about, like today when we were all grouped up and y'all were talking about Archer,
Yeah.
I've heard Archer from everybody, and I still haven't watched it because I just don't, like, if I watch one of those shows, I'm just going to go to what I watched as a kid, which is like Simpsons or South Park, and probably just for a handful of stuff. But now it's Simpsons, South Park, Family Guy, American Dad, Archer. I've been burning through Rick and Morty, just, you know, every now and then and stuff. But even like that, Rick and Morty boomed, and it's weird because it has everything I should like in a show, but I don't watch like comedy animations very often.
Well, that's one thing that I was lucky about. That's another reason that it's lucky for me to have a son, is because Ashton was watching Rick and Morty like in the first season, and he goes, "Dad, you need to watch this show." He's like,
cool.
you would like this show. And then I watched it, and I'm like, this is the best show I have ever seen. And I maintain that. I'm not being facetious when I say that. Rick and Morty is my favorite show on television.
Well,
I like it more than Game of Thrones.
It's coming from someone that is, I think, properly representing the influence of all the generations that made us, like, this generation. You know, like our age group are relating so hard to Rick and Morty because it's like packed with just references and you know, it's like Ready Player One, how I jizzed all over that book when we were talking about it. That book is packed and fucking loaded with influence, and that's what Rick and Morty is. It's like it's the incarnation of all this shit welled up into a hyperactive, like, just cartoon spree of all these interesting ideas done really well. And it's not
one of the things I like about it so much is that the hero of the fucking story is a narcissistic old man who fucking believes in nothing, and he is the smartest man in the universe, and his sidekick is just shade away from being fucking mentally retarded. You know what I mean? Like the two of the most fucking crazy matchups in the fucking world, but he has to keep Morty around because he like fucking shadows him from like other things or whatever it is. And
it's like Pinky in the Brain.
Kinda, yeah.
Really
Fuck,
is.
I never thought about that. Right on, fucking
I like
Pinky
that
in the
show.
Brain, right? Yeah, fucking good pull. I like that.
Dude, I talk about like things that I say almost daily. Chris is just like, "What are we doing tonight?"
Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Tonight to take over the world.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
I'm gonna check it out.
You haven't seen Rick and Morty still?
That's awesome.
I've been telling him to watch this fucking show for like a year.
Here's
You guys make me a list and I'll get on it.
Here's the nice thing about
It'll be easy to do Rick and Morty. They're 30 minutes and they're fucking like first 2 seasons are on Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the third is I think out, and then the fourth I've heard is going to take a while.
Yeah, it took a long time to come
out.
Orville. I do Rick and Morty first.
Yeah,
Rick and Morty is the top of the list. Yeah.
And then I want to check out that Mindhunters show.
Me too.
That one's cool.
I'm gonna check that out for sure. Shit. Felt like I had something to say about Rick and Morty, but I lost it. I don't know. It's just everybody's humming about that show, and I think that it's justified this time. Like across the board, the marketing for it's awesome. They have super cool merchandise. They have super cool like everything. Like the whole thing's just loaded.
Yeah.
Rick and Morty's. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So Rick and Morty, I'm approaching it the same way that I'm approaching the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson, who writes high fantasy and Vape Lord. That's okay.
What's this?
Anyways, so
Darklight, is that what you said?
Stormlight Archive.
Oh.
So Brandon Sanderson, he's an author. He teaches English at BYU, and he lives in American Fork, and he is a big deal in fantasy. And so his books are taken like this long, like so many, a couple of years to make, or at least. And so I'm like, I have so much time to sit on this, because if I want to binge this as a series, as I'm apt to do now with the new ways of consuming media, I'll sit down with those books for a month, and I'll just like read those books after a couple of them come out. And that's how I feel about Rick and Morty. Is I'm like, because I told you I don't watch a lot of those types of cartoons very often, and so with that I'm like, dude, I got time, because it's like Game of Thrones. They're gonna take forever making the next one. I got time to catch up. I can just sift through this at my own pace.
No matter what we've been through, you gotta have a threesome with somebody.
Yes. Gotta have a threesome.
Still feel bad about number 3, man. She's not thinking of him.
Thank fucking God. The fucking bridge troll. God, they couldn't wash that off. Yuck. She's so fucking gross, dude. But yeah, this has been a very informative Podcats.
I feel like I've grown as a person.
Finally got to bare my soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a lot off my chest tonight.
Mitch, you're gonna recover from this car wreck.
I'm still,
We'll get you
I'm still shooken up.
one of them dogs that you'll be able to take on planes.
The PMS dogs.
PMS dogs.
Just bark.
Just bark. Yeah, no, that's what you do. You get one of those fucking PTSD dogs and then don't fucking train it at all. Like fucking at all. Like biting kids and shit. Like, he's a service dog, so yeah, he can come into this McDonald's.
I think it's kind of messed up. You should accept the dog as he is.
Yeah, he's just a coyote.
You just put a fucking vest on.
German Shepherd.
He's got a canine on it. Yeah. He's a cop dog. Alright, well, we're gonna wrap it up for the Broken Spoken podcast. I'm Corey.
I'm Jake.
Mitch.
Thank you, everybody.
Appreciate it.